Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Thursday, and we're already at the 20th of January 2022, about 8:25 a.m. So as we look at the market, a bounce in the markets, and not to be unexpected. If you took a look at where the Bollinger Bands are on the bottom, you went down to them, you're getting a bounce. Is it any more than that is the question. When you take a look at the metals, they are up a little bit right here. Copper getting another bid. China is lowered interest rates again, lowered mortgages again. So they are addressing, number one, that they over-tightened last year. Number two, they shot themselves in the foot with what they did in their property market, and they're doing their best to address it. But lawsuits are coming in against them because they're not doing a darn thing about foreign money that invested in all those notes that have gone belly up. And yet they're there. Anything domestic, they're protecting. Put your money in China, right? When you're sitting here and you're looking at how we're doing in energies, a little bit of a setback, especially in the nat gas at this point in time. I'd be paying attention to that. A lot of fallout today over President Biden's terrible blunder yesterday as he was talking about letting Russia go into the Ukraine, and they have been doing nothing but on national TV trying to backtrack everything he said. But he gave President Putin the green light. Hey, see that 100,000 acres? You want that 200,000? Go get them, but don't do anything bad. You know, you can have that. And of course, NATO, they're going crazy over that. On the energy market, you're putting yourself again now in the position where over the weekend, you've got to be looking, what is the weather going to be like in South America? So you're getting a little bit of a bid in the soybean market. As we step over to the dollar, stable. And you want to take a look at my special report. Now, if you haven't looked at my currency report, it's going to go off the board, I think, at midnight tonight. It's only up for 3 days. If you haven't seen it, you can just take your cursor, move up here. There'll be an icon. Give that a click. That's one way to get to it. Now, when we look at the day's data, this is good news. The Philly Fed business activity came in at 23.2. That's much better than the expected, and that's well over the improvement that we saw a month ago. So those are good. Prices paid jumped again. Where it's bad is the employment index numbers slipped back, but the other numbers, as you look at them, are okay unless you get to inventories, which are slipping, but I'd expect that to a degree. While it's up a bit, people are starting to take stuff out of the inventory. Here's something in the jobless claims that nobody said, but I happen to know a lot about retail trade, and they hire a lot of people for the Christmas season and then let them go right after the beginning of the year. They want people there for returns and so on, but then they dump them. I don't know how much of this jump of 55,000 it is, but on the other hand, seeing this happen, if the Fed is so data dependent, they've got to be looking now. This is the second or third week in a row that we're seeing these numbers start climbing again in jobless claims. We're going to get existing home sales at 9 this morning. They expected at 6.45 million compared to last month 6.46, so about unchanged. Energy analysts are forecasting the EIA numbers to see a good whopping withdrawal of 200 billion cubic feet. And I said, People's Bank of China, well, they're sitting there and they're cutting the interest rates. They've got to get their economy going, and that's something that I think they're going to address in a major way. What it means for the import business will be another question. As I said, and let's see if I can get to it, I did my special currency report for everyone, and it's only, when I put out my reports, they're good for 3 days. So it gives you an idea what it is. It's not meant to be a history lesson. Oh, look what Ira said back on January 17th or whenever I published the report. It's meant to be, this is what you use now. This is what I'm looking at, and when I want to update it, I'll update it again. That report is valid right now. The market is trading just as I was talking about it. I'm going to cover the dollar index, and in it, I'm going to give you a pretty thorough review as we look at the monthly, the weekly, the daily, and the seasonal charts. I'm going to look at bull years and bear years as well for the dollar and give you an idea as to what's going on. Go to our website under the word market research. That's where it belongs, and you'll be able to view the report. I'm Ira Epstein. I'll see you this afternoon with our market wrap-ups. Good trading to you.